Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 2, Episode 5 of the original's Red Door. So, last time we ended with Klaus driving away with an incapacitated Michael in the trunk. However, the end scene showed Michael reaching into his own chest and pulling Papatunde's dagger out. So, like, I don't really know what to say except, fuck, we are fucked, because he is now going to be back at full strength and no longer under Davina's control. Like, you guys gotta be careful. So it's safe to say that our troubles with Michael are far from over. But yes, with that said, very excited to get back into it and see how everything plays out. See if we're gonna just continue from that scene and we're gonna watch them fight, or if Michael's gonna leg it to try and regain some more strength. I don't know, but I'm very intrigued to see. So yes, with that said, let's jump back in to the world of the originals. Haley? Huh? What the fuck? Obviously a nightmare, but whose nightmare? Hers or his? Elena? Well, a doppelganger of some kind. Interesting. I mean, the episode title is Red Door, and that was a red door. Also, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I forgot that she had Elijah. I think everything with Michael kind of like blurred my memory on that one.
The moral son I've raised is now but a mask worn to hide ancient demons.
Jesus. I got the quotes that she's coming out with. I could write a little book of them.
I can begin with the first little butterfly you destroyed. The sweet young widow from our village who caught your eye when you were still human. How could you forget the first girl to ever steal your heart?
Oh, damn.
She of mystical blood. The doppelganger. Tatia.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense with the dream now. He wasn't looking at... I was thinking it was Catherine, because obviously he had a relationship with Catherine. I forgot that there was an OG doppelganger back in their like fucking village, weren't there? Because I remember him and Klaus were talking about it. Oh, I have a vivid memory of it. What was it? It was him and Klaus were talking about it at a dinner with Stefan and Damon, because it was like, it was a talk about the contrast of history and that these two were loving Elena, whereas those two were loving Tatia. And it was just a kind of like brother moment of bonding in that. Well, not bonding, but you know what I mean? Like a, we're not so different, you and I, that kind of vibe. So I remember them talking about Tatia before, but are you saying that Elijah, I don't know if she means killed her or if she means destroyed her because he was who he was? Like, you could pull the wings off a butterfly one of two ways. You can take it as you destroyed her mentally, you destroyed her life by being in it, or you literally killed her. I feel like they would have mentioned if he had done that, you know?
Did nothing but love that woman until the day you took her life.
Oh, Esther killed her.
I know that's what you believe. I need to show you the monster you really are.
It's a very prominent thing in psychology. The whole idea of you have doors in your mind, not physical doors, obviously, but in terms of Elijah, it does seem that way. You have physical doors in your mind where you hide memories away. Keep them locked away, shut tight, and your brain doesn't even know they're there. Like, your subconscious might, but your consciousness is not aware that those memories are there. You have essentially not deleted them, but you've removed your brain's ability to access them. And a lot of the times it comes from trauma. So, well, I think it only comes from trauma. But is that what she's getting at when she says, I know that's what you think happened, but I know more about your secrets than you do? Is she saying that he may think that his mother killed Tatia, but was it actually Elijah? Maybe not directly, but maybe directly. And because that was such a trauma response to things, he completely shut that memory away and fully thinks that his mum did it.
But she only had eyes for one.
Oh, yikes. Oh, that's awkward.
No, I'm afraid Loki the pig fated to be food, just as you were fated to love another.
Oh, yikes. Oh.
Fate does not dictate my heart, Elijah. I was fated to throw myself on a pyre after my husband died in battle, but I did not. Protective, fierce, and yet noble and gentle. I choose you, Elijah.
Oh, shit. Straight up?
And you choose to have our first kiss where your mother slaughters the pigs. Not very romantic.
Aw, bless.
Actually, Elijah, your memory doesn't serve you at all. You just don't realize it yet.
Oh, what a hard thing to talk about with someone who's having a trauma response of hiding a memory. Saying to them that actually your memory doesn't serve you well. And in time you'll find out.
You might want to try a bit of lavender under your pillow. Does wonders for stuck-up pillocks with anger issues.
Hey, shut it.
I promise not to kill Davina.
I wonder if Klaus is going to notice anything in that guy.
Go get the car. Let's take her to hospital. You seem to have crossed continents in order to weasel your way into Davina's good graces, thereby meddling in my family business.
family.
Unless, of course, it's your family business.
Ooh.
You know, ever since my dinner with my mother and Finn, I've been wondering when you might make an appearance. Cole.
I love that he could tell. I love that he could just instantly tell.
I'm curious, does she take one of those little plastic baggies out when she takes you for a walk?
Oh my god.
I changed my mind. I am going to kill him after all. Cammy.
Yeah, Klaus. Oh, okay. I misread the situation. I thought that he had driven off, saw that Michael had got out, and then went back to the cabin, which is why I was wondering why he was so calm about it all. I didn't realize that Klaus hadn't left yet. I didn't realize that the car was still stationary when Michael was getting out. Cole? Oh my god, I thought he was about to suffocate her. Jesus.
Kicked a few familial hornets' nests. We really need to scarp her.
Kicked a few familial hornets' nests. I love that so much. That perfectly describes all their family dynamics. Oh, yikes. Is that because he didn't pick up the phone? Did Esther just do that?
Did you have to do that?
I despise voicemail.
Ah, God, Finn is really like, can we just say Finn is actually insanely powerful for a witch who wasn't a witch for a long time, you know? Like, yeah, we can say that maybe he was a practicing witch when they turned into vampires because he was the oldest, so he would be the one who would be most likely dabbling in the arts. But he hasn't exactly been back long, and yet his power is just skyrocketing.
She's working on a spell to unlink her mates from Klaus's sire line so that she can kill him without them dying too.
What's she using as a binder?
I'm not sure.
Mother needs Klaus alive and connected.
Is she going to link it to Michael's life force, maybe?
Once I threaten to dismember you in front of him, Klaus will hesitate. And in that moment of weakness, I shall end him.
Wow.
You're obsessing over the death of someone whose fatal flaw is he was fathered by another guy.
Hush!
Exactly.
You are the enabler of the weak.
So funny, like seeing someone like Cammy who like obviously understands the psychology of the situation. Like, it doesn't make sense that you are so angry at Klaus when Klaus did nothing wrong. The person who did wrong here was Esther cheated on you. That was wrong. And the guy that she cheated on you with was aware that she was with another guy. Like, they are the two that are in the wrong here, not Klaus at all. And the fact that he's had this murder, like, it's one thing to have, like, say for a week he wanted to murder Klaus and all that, and then he got his feelings out and all that. We're talking centuries that this man has been after Klaus. Like, how do you convince yourself over time that that is okay, that that is a just thing to do? It just does not make sense, Michael.
Use Kandahar root as a binder. Where'd you find that?
What is he doing to it? Making it die so that she can't use it?
Gone, I'm afraid. The serial killer one took it.
Michael? 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 Why isn't this working?
You've got to come clean, mate.
You're out for quite a long time. Maybe that's got something to do with it here.
Mate, if you're going to harbour trust with her, you should have just said that he threatened your life with me unlinking it, so I unlinked it for him. Like, she knows you're a witch and all that. I would do that just to gain her trust. I wouldn't lie to her, because then she's going to be sitting there like, why isn't this working? That's a bit suspicious.
Anyway, thanks for helping.
Don't thank me. Thank Elijah.
Yeah, is anyone aware that he's missing?
I can't get a hold of him. I went to the compound thinking he'd be there. I mean, we haven't really been on the best terms lately. He wouldn't just disappear, though.
No, he wouldn't.
I couldn't track down Oliver either.
Mm-hmm.
If
Uh-oh.
they're both missing.
Where are you going?
To find them.
Haley, careful. Like, I don't care if you're a hybrid or what. Do not fuck with Esther.
We tried to make you children strong, but instead we cursed you all.
Oh my Christ.
Brother.
I assume this is the morning after Klaus's transition.
What am I? What have I become? Listen to me. Father is beside himself with rage. It seems this affliction can only be passed by a certain kind of conception.
Okay, I was gonna say, I wonder if at this point in time Elijah is aware of what is going on here. You know, he's aware of the affair and everything, but fucking hell. So we're actually gonna see it, because I've wondered all this time. We've had all these flashbacks, but we've never seen the flashback of Michael actually like going and killing all the wolves in the village and all that. We've never seen Michael find out about the affair and all that. So I'm very interested to have all the pieces finally come together with this flashback.
He is not my father, is he? It changes nothing. We are here for you, as we shall be always.
Oh no, is it Michael? Oh, thank fuck. Oh.
I compelled Tati to forget what she saw, and she did.
You'd only been a vampire for a few days. You hadn't yet learned compulsion.
No.
Wow.
I remember that.
Oh my god, guys, sorry to pause again. I know I've paused a lot, but a lot's happened. Wow. He's fully convinced himself. He's fully lied to himself. He's told himself that he compelled her. He, like, has ingrained that memory within him. And that, oh my god. I love stuff like this. I love when we unpack someone's mind where they've lied to themselves about the past, and to see that slowly wash over them, to see the truth slowly take over, because a lot of the time it will break a person. So I'm so sorry, Elijah.
Wait!
Does she cut herself?
Away from
And he smells the blood or something?
Instead,
I didn't hurt her.
you've taught
Oh,
yourself to
Elijah.
hide from who and what you are for 1,000 years.
Did not hurt Tati. I could not.
But
She
you
very
did.
easily could be lying here, but I don't think she is.
Look at me. I'm not a monster.
She cut herself, didn't she? Fuck. Fuck.
Run.
You didn't want to hurt her, but you couldn't fight what you had become. What I had turned you into.
Oh my god.
You murdered her for her blood. And then you used it to cripple Klaus for centuries. I won't listen to another word.
You don't have to listen, son.
He's not gonna believe her. I think she is gonna do some kind of spell to show him the memory, to like force him to see it. But he's not gonna be able to accept this. Like, his brain blocked this memory off for a reason. It's not just gonna be like, you know what, yeah, you're probably right. No, it's gonna continuously block it off, continuously lie to him, and continuously try to keep up this facade that it wasn't him after all. But I don't think she's lying. I don't. I think that this is a classic case of a trauma response where the truth is just too much to bear, so you protect yourself by basically faking the memory. Oh
Did you honestly think
my
to hold me with a
god.
Enjoy the theatrics.
They only delay the inevitable.
Is he gonna kill them all? I think he's gonna kill them all.
It's not just saying the spells backwards, it's changing the verb tense into...
Nemo annus animabus canem sanguino the rest a duo. Like I said, pretty good at what I do.
Listen, I know that the actor has quite a strong accent, but I feel like when you're speaking Latin, you kind of have to try and speak it in a Latin way. You know what I mean? Like, that sounded like the equivalent of, say, a British person tries to speak Spanish, but just fully keeps the British accent. Like, mi llamo Harry. ¿Dónde estás? Like, oh.
His mother's infidelity was not his fault.
Everything that followed was because of Niklas's obsession with the wolves. He ventured out to watch them turn under the full moon, and he took my youngest son, Henrik, and he was torn apart.
An accident.
He turned my entire family against me, and yet you defend him.
Fascinating. Okay. So we finally got the inner workings of Michael's mind and what specifically about Klaus he hates. So let's break that down a little bit at a time. So first thing you mentioned was that I didn't always hate him, but that hope was short-lived, like the hope that Klaus would be a warrior, because obviously with Esther's spell and all of that and making Klaus weak, it made Michael not like his child, which if that doesn't make you like your child, fucking hell. I have no words. That alone is horrendous. But then we move on to the idea of he was so relieved that Klaus wasn't his because of how much of a disappointment he was. Jesus Christ. Like, you can't make this stuff up. What a horrendous father. Now, moving on from that, he discussed the idea that it was Klaus's fault that Henrik died, which is partly true. It was technically Klaus's fault. Does that mean that Klaus intended that to happen? No, it was an accident, like Cammy said. But I understand why Michael would see that and have hatred for Klaus. See that and think that this demon that came into the family would... And by the way, when I say understand, I don't mean understand as in I agree. I mean understand in that, okay, I can see that that is his line of thinking, and that's why he's gone from X to Z. Doesn't make it okay, but I understand why his line of thinking is thinking, this demon came into the family, took my youngest son out and had him killed. Like, Michael's mind has twisted it to only see it that way and to not see it as two children who wanted to watch something they thought was cool, not understanding the risks. Now, the next thing that you mentioned was the murdering of Esther, which obviously I understand why he would be upset about that. But Esther did this to Klaus. Esther made Klaus feel this way. And at the end of the day, Michael, the reason that Klaus killed Esther was your fault. Like, it was your fault. The way you treated your child and the way that you made all of this hatred go into Klaus, and you made Klaus feel so unloved, so unwanted, and then you got your wife to take away a part of him. You got your wife to basically abuse your child in a supernatural way. Of course he's going to harbor hatred and take it out on her. Like, I don't blame Klaus for what he did to Esther, to be completely honest. The way that Esther treated him and the way that Esther, even the way that she made him weak so that Michael wouldn't see him as a warrior and all that. At the end of the day, I don't care if you're trying to keep him alive or something. You don't keep your child alive from an abusive father by making it so that he abuses him more so that he doesn't find out this piece of information. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to protect your child from an abusive father, you fucking leave the abusive father. You're a powerful witch hunt. You could very easily have got rid of Michael to protect your children. It makes absolutely no sense. The only way it makes sense is that her love for Michael overrode the wanting to care for her children and not let him abuse them. Like, I will never be able to understand that point of view. So I don't have a high opinion of Esther. I don't think of Esther as anything but a mother who let abuse happen and didn't have enough love to take care of them properly. You know, that's how I view Esther. So I'm not really against the idea that Klaus killed her. I kind of think that it was deserved at the end of the day. And then the final point, that Klaus is the reason that his whole family turned against him, is utterly, utterly hilarious. Like, do you not realize, Michael, that you are the reason they turned against you? Do you not realize that your warpath, your vengeance, your wanting to kill your child is what turned your other children against you? Their brother, they had love for their brother. They wanted to keep their brother safe. And to know that their own father was trying to find them so they could kill him, I don't understand how he's got to that line of thinking. It is like Cammy said, his hatred just runs so deep that, classic psychology, his hatred runs deep for Klaus. So no matter what Klaus does, even if Klaus went out into the road and saved a puppy, Michael would think that he went and saved the puppy so that he could feed on it. You know what I mean? Like, Michael would never be able to see any good in Klaus. He only sees disgusting, hateful things, and everything that Klaus does is warped to fit those ideals that Michael has in his own mind. So I loved that. I love that we got a breakdown of Michael and why he thinks the way he does about certain things, but at the end of the day, none of it is just, you know, none of it is worth what he's doing to Klaus, you know.
And after centuries on this earth, do you really not see that all of your violence is pointless?
Oh God.
Let me hazard a guess.
You love him.
Are one of these alienists, right?
We're called therapists these days, and to be honest, you could do with some couch time.
What I could do with right now is some food.
You said you wouldn't.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
No.
In times of need, even the devil eats flies.
Yikes. Jesus Christ.
Davina had Michael on a magical leash, and it broke. Now Michael has Tunde's blade, the white oak stake, and Cammy. Either Michael or I will be ash by day's end. And if you do find my brother, please tell him I could do with a hand.
I mean, I will say that given that Michael has basically, like, we finally, my God, I can't talk. We're finally getting all of the backstory now with Michael and Klaus. We're going to have all of the information. So, like, now's as good a time of any to kill him. Like, plot-wise within the show, this is the right time. So, hopefully we end the episode with Klaus doing it, and then we are done with Michael, and we can just focus on Esther.
Look, just stop chanting. I'll chant and channel your power.
Release me!
Wait.
I've been one.
Hold up, is this like a normal witch thing? Is this a normal witch thing that you can see people's memories when you're channeling them? Because I don't remember seeing this before. Like, is this a Davina's so powerful that she's able to do this? Or am I just misremembering?
You're one of them.
Shit. Careful, Davina. Yep. I was gonna say, you're both witches. Careful, darling.
You ruined the spell, and now my friends are gonna die because of you.
My mother said, kill the spell or kill her. You want to know my secrets? And here you go. Go on, have at it. Yes, I'm a Michelson, but I've got just as much reason to loathe a lot of them as you do.
Can we actually have a look?
How?
It's a dark object. I know a little something about creating and destroying them.
Show me.
Ooh,
All right?
nice.
You can't rewrite history.
No, I cannot. And I did not. Not until I had your consent.
Yikes. Wait, you can't rewrite history. I did not until I had your consent. Is this not human psychology then? Is this not a trauma response? Is this a magical spell? Did Esther quite literally create the red door in Elijah's mind and completely shut all of that behind it?
That I could help make it all go away.
Bless. God, to have your child approach you that broken because of something you did.
What goes behind that door shall stay there and be forgotten. And you did exactly that. And more. You created a place in your mind to put your victims. You began to believe that as long as your suit was immaculate and your hands clean, you could look in the mirror and tell yourself it's all okay.
Interesting. Is there more? Are there more things that he's put behind it?
Place meant to hold one unforgivable sin is now full to bursting with your most monstrous deeds.
Stop!
Wow.
Before it's your beloved Haley's corpse behind that door.
Oh my God, how much trauma has he hidden?
You will not break me.
Oh, you are already broken, my dear boy, but not beyond repair.
Oh my God, the manipulation. It's just so sad that she's using his trauma to manipulate him.
Want to drain the white oak stake, do you?
It's a dark object. If I can't stop Michael, I have to stop that stake from working.
See, usually I like a girl with ambition, but this is just beyond my...
Oh, I like that, but I don't like that. Can you do it just after Klaus kills Michael, please? Because I kind of don't want Michael to be around.
Best you can hope for is to disable it, but just for a bit.
I made sure months ago that I would always be able to find Michael.
Alright, fine, your funeral. Still not gonna allow you to drive me bloody car, though.
Good job, Davina. At least she thought ahead to have some kind of failsafe.
You're gonna pay for hurting her.
Bloody hell, here we go.
Oh, how sweet. The cur whines for its bitch.
Jesus! I mean... Ooh, nice. Fuck him up, Klaus.
I'm not as weak as you remember, am I?
Oh. Nice, Davina. Good timing. Oh, bastard.
Why aren't you burning?
Have we still got to take the stake out? Or is the spell just starting to take effect and you don't have to take it out? Like in a moment, we're going to see him return to himself, take it out and kill Michael.
Is this your doing, little witch?
Uh-oh.
Then you will undo it.
Cammy, take it out. Cammy, take it out. Nice. You got this, hun. Cammy! Fucking hell. I feel like Klaus is about to turn up and kill him. Fuck. Is Davina okay? Oh God, did he kill her? Don't tell me he killed Davina.
I swear to God, I'll kill you myself.
You have a
Cammy, I don't think that's gonna happen, but...
Perhaps I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Marcel!
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it.
Let's go, Haley! Oh, come on. Family time. Everyone take him out. Oh my God, this is so cool. You got the adoptive son, the love interest, the mother of your child. Like, oh.
You think having people makes you strong? It proves how weak you are.
Oh, Michael, you fool.
Come find me. You don't have fools, women, and children fighting your battles.
Don't run away. For fuck's sake. So annoying. I want him to be dead.
Are you okay?
A bit lightheaded.
Davina, do not start trusting this man, I swear to God.
Who the hell is this guy anyway?
And we gotta stop meeting like this, pal.
He's my friend, and he's helping me.
Help you do what? Wage war on Klaus and help me get...
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they have a history, don't they? Obviously, Cole was woken up at a time by Klaus, and oh...
I mean, we're all friends here, aren't we?
Just stay here till I get back. I'll handle Klaus.
We should get out of here. Trust me.
No, don't trust him.
I'm not afraid of him.
You hope to get yourself killed?
I'm out to get even with Klaus. And you're gonna help me. Let's get out of here.
Damn. Davina really said, I hold all the cards and I don't give a shit.
A moment longer and I would have been done for.
It's the least I could do. telling you not to kill that bastard the first chance you had.
He hurt you. For that alone, I would kill him.
Oh, such an awkward dynamic here with Marcel involved.
I appreciate your assistance.
Well, hey, you die, I die. Just call me selfish.
Yeah, you die. People die.
Yeah, a lot.
You will hang here, remembering. Every atrocity you've hidden behind that door will emerge to haunt you. As you rot here alone, you will reconsider my offer.
S2E, the fact that as his mother... Oh my Christ. That was just unexpected. Go the fuck off, Haley. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that as his mother, the fact that you want these things for him so that he will reconsider and beg for your help is horrible in and of itself. And I hope that she is aware of that, but fucking hell, Haley.
I can't. My hunger could overwhelm me.
I'm not afraid.
Haley, you should be careful though. With what's happened today, you should be careful. Interesting.
What'd you do to him?
I let him dream.
You bitch. I thought it was way too easy that Esther was taken out.
I have to let him bask in his own version of a better world to come. And by the time he wakes, he will know the only way to find peace is my way.
That's pissed me off. I was so happy. I was like, yeah, Haley's incredible. Oh my god. Oh, they're actually kissing. Like, it was too many good things at once. I don't know why I was being so stupid. So yes, there we have season 2, episode 5 of the originals. And that was absolutely fantastic. To those of you who've been members of the channel for a while, you know that I am a psychology kind of boy. I love those storylines in TV. I love exploring people's psychology. I love exploring the effects that more specifically in this universe, I love exploring the effects that the supernatural have on psychology, because it's so interesting, because it opens so many doors that normal human beings would not have access to, and it gives you so many questions that normal human beings would not ever have to question. So I really appreciate that, and the exploring of Elijah. But the thing that I appreciate the most about this episode was that it was purely human. There was no supernatural thing going on here. There was no spell done. There was no compulsion. It was a pure human response to trauma of locking it behind a door. And the fact that we've begun to unpack that, and we've begun to see what Elijah has done that has been horrible, because Elijah has always been painted as the good brother. He has been painted as basically the good sibling, really. Like, Rebecca and him are kind of on par, but Rebecca has done like personal things to Klaus that have been major storylines, and so we see her as not as morally correct as Elijah, and Elijah is always the man that we go to because he is the one who does things for a reason. He is the one who you see as the most just of all of them. So to find out that he himself has also done these atrocities, he's just hidden it from himself, is absolutely beautiful, is a beautiful character point. And I wonder if going forward from here, we are going to see some major changes in Elijah's character, because stuff like this will change you. Unpacking this trauma will change you, and I'm excited to see where we go from here with Elijah, to be honest. I don't think we're losing the actor. It's still a possibility. It's still kind of a 50-50, but like, just fingers fucking crossed that they don't, because that would be really sad. I've become so used to Elijah. I've become so used to that face on him that if we actually deal with him going into a different body, I don't know, I would lose my love for the character, to be honest, because a love for a character is very much linked to the person playing it. We as human beings link things to people's faces, and I don't think I will be able to see Elijah in anyone else. You could call them Elijah, you could say they're Elijah, you could fucking tell me they're Elijah. I won't see them as Elijah, you know, so fingers crossed we don't go down that route. But with how broken Elijah is going to be after all of this, it's a huge possibility. Now, in terms of Michael, again, the psychology of the episode was really interesting with him, and actually seeing his point of view and unpacking all of that. But not just that, but seeing someone like Cammy, who, like, she's come in being like, no, be the better person, don't continue this cycle of hatred, to then actually come across him and realize why Klaus wants to kill him, to then be like, you know what, actually, I'm gonna backtrack on those words, fucking kill the man. But I'm a little bit annoyed that they didn't take their moment to kill him. I'm a little bit annoyed that they didn't try and get him, but I suppose everyone was a little bit worried that, like, even though they would have overpowered him and killed him, what if someone got hurt in the crossfire? What if they lost someone in the crossfire? So I understand why they didn't fully go for it, but it's just frustrating that he's still out there, you know? He's still going to be causing a mess. Like, they went centuries running from him. They finally had their freedom from him, and now he's back, and they just don't have a choice on the matter, you know? At least the one good thing is he doesn't have the white oak stake, but all we really need is the white oak stake to be in proximity to Klaus and for Michael to be watching, and then he will take his chance and he will kill him, you know? So gotta be careful going forward, but yeah, absolutely fantastic episode, and I'm excited to see where we go from here. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon, where you'll be able to find the early and uncut reactions to the originals and all the other shows that I do. Also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.